Hello. Yo. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, Dragon Junwei. Oh, welcome to the stream, Tom. Oh my god, thank you for joining me today. It feels like it's been so long since I last got to stream, like, at all, so it feels kind of strange. But my god, I've been I've been pretty tired these days. So hopefully you can make good progress in anything at all today, something like that. Yeah, just kind of hoping for the best, honestly. I've been like training a lot for running because I'm joining like a 10-kilometer run this coming Sunday, and I'm kind of worried I won't finish it. I mean, technically I should be able to, but you know, you never really know what's gonna happen and all that stuff. To mention, yeah, not to mention my coworkers are also gonna be joining, so it's kind of like there's a little bit of pressure to like perform a little bit better. Just cause like I don't want things to be like kind of awkward with them around. In a best case scenario, I want to finish everything the 10 kilometers before I actually reach the finish line with them. So I'd be kind of annoyed if I ended up like reaching the finish line the same as my coworkers, something like that. I don't know. I'm kind of like picky about things like this because like there's a bunch of them that I don't really like that much, but then. Obviously they can join whatever they want. It's just that I'm not really like obligated to like be there with them, you know, and all that stuff. Yeah. It's kind of tricky also to think about travel time and all that. Kind of difficult to go all the way there. When did I do this? But anyways. Yeah. I'm still debating if I should get Linnea or not, but I don't know. I mean, like, a lot of people keep on saying she's really strong, but at the same time, I feel like I've fallen into that trap, like, way too many times of, like, trying out a character that is supposedly super amazing and all that stuff. That ends up, it's just, like, kind of, like, normal, I guess? If you're using them, like, regularly and all that stuff. Oh, but she is also a healer, which is nice. Oh, wait. I mean, that is decent damage for like an elemental skill. I mean, that's almost 200k. But at the same time, the cooldown is pretty long, so that's not necessarily a good thing. Oh, that one's even better. Hey, not bad. Okay, it's not as good anymore now that I'm like kind of looking at it. Wait, what is her investment right now? Definitely not getting this weapon, even if I do get her. Elemental Mastery, something something. At least she's Constellation 0. It'd be so irritating if they gave us like the fancy version from the get-go. Yeah, it feels like she's kind of tricky to use, honestly. I don't really know like what kind of rotation I'd be running with this kind of team. I mean, I do have Zipai, so there's that advantage. As for the rest, though. Okay, so you definitely have to do the elemental skill first before you do the burst, just so that you can at least have something happening while it's on cooldown. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Darkrai. Yeah, feel free to join anytime you'd like. Just kind of trying out Linnea, still debating if I should get her or not, so there is that issue. uh, even though technically I've gotten quite a lot of, like, Nodcry characters, I do want Lohan, like, a lot, honestly. Like, a lot. He's such a cool character. I think at least design-wise. I don't know about gameplay or damage, so there's that aspect to worry about. Not to mention he's gonna be in standard banner as well, which is obviously not... Well, it can be good or bad. Technically, if you do like him a lot, it's like kind of a good thing because that means like you can just get him if you lose and you won't feel like too bad about losing. Also, actually, I feel like I should probably start this a little bit. Yeah, just so that I can like get it going, because on the off chance that the actual event portion is not that interesting, I can like do it off stream. But in case the story portion is like fun, there's something to watch in the meantime. Ugh. Oh, come to think of it, in case you guys are here, if you'd like to try the viewer attack, I did set up audio for it. I kind of didn't realize that I forgot to check the control audio output with OBS function, something like that. Except I can't really test it out myself, it doesn't really work that way. So, I mean, if you guys want to try, I don't know, maybe you'll finally hear the pizza sounds. I did set the icons to be a little bit larger than before as well, so hopefully they're more fun to use, I think. Yeah. Instructor, what do you think of the design of this survey route? The height here and the obstacles, we've managed to preserve real-world conditions without compromising the difficulty of the challenge. Oh, thanks for the pizzas. Were you guys able to hear the sounds? I mean, I heard a lot of like, oh my god, you finally heard the pizza sounds? Yeah. I can't believe I've been using that for so long and I didn't realize that there was actually like sounds related to it. So yeah, hooray for that! It's some kind of miracle. I had to watch a bunch of tutorials to see where I went wrong. And then when I was like looking at it carefully, they're like, make sure to check this box. It's like, and then I looked at mine, the box was unchecked. It's like, no wonder why. No wonder why there was no audio. Because I was also looking at like my audio sources and I was like, where's the one for the viewer attack? Because I see the one for sound alerts, which is like a different thing. So like, where's the viewer attack one? I was like, and I was like trying to figure out how to add the audio source, but I was like, but how do you add an audio source in the first place? It's like I kept trying to like Google all of that stuff. It's like, man, I think for such like a small function, I have to go through like how many different websites or videos just to make sure that you're doing things correctly. Because when I was like, you know, every time you search something on Google and they give you like an AI summary at the beginning, I kind of read through it a little bit just to get an idea and then wonder, is this actually correct or not? And so that's when I start reading like the articles below it and then double checking like, okay, is that actually, you know, correct and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know about the other sounds actually because I don't hear the pillows. Oh, there's a poof sound? Nice. Yeah, hope you enjoy the sound alerts. I don't know. I feel like if Dragon Junwei is here and he spams all the pizzas, you might suddenly turn Italian, but who knows? Yeah. I think I could probably make the icons even larger, so I don't know. If you guys think it'd be more fun if they were bigger, that's also an option. Because I think last time they were set to like the regular size or like I guess the small size. So I made it like one size bigger. So now they're like medium sized. And hopefully it's more dramatic. The tomatoes were like super huge when I tried them out. You know, screen size. Wait, that means you won't be able to watch anything that I'm doing anymore. Oh my god. You guys, I swear. Uh But there is one actually. I think there's like a mega viewer attack thingy, but that's only if like people donate bits. So that's kind of like expensive and not really worth it, I think. I think the minimum is like what 1,000 bits. Like who can actually reach like 1,000 bits easily? That seems strange, but yeah. Well, if ever by some miracle we ever reach that point in the future, like that is actually going to activate. I don't know how funny it would look though, actually, because there's no way for me to test it out. Like they don't even give you like a test button for it. They only give you a test button for like a tomato, and ironically, like I also cannot hear the tomato. Like I just keep seeing it like splatter all over my screen. Like that's it. Woo. I heard you loud and clear. Something. Okay, that's kind of. Wow, I didn't even realize she was a fangirl because her expression was like so relaxed or something. Yeah, I think someone did mention before that one of the weird things about Genshin is that they have like really, really long dialogue before every single quest, but none of it is voiced. And the weird thing is there's not even any background noise either, actually. It's one of the things I don't understand. Like, if you have. Normally, you would still have music playing in the background, even if it's like very mild, but there should still be something. That's how it typically goes with like most visual novels. So I don't understand why it's just like dead silence. Like, it's been years, but it's still dead silence all the time. And then that makes me understand kind of why people like playing Spotify music. But at the same time, I also kind of like scared to do stuff like that because it's so easy to get copyrighted just for things like that. I mean, I got a copyright strike for hotel music playing in the background of a stream that was like maybe 5% audible, honestly. And that was so strange that it actually happened. And I think that was in 2024, if I remember correctly. And I kind of don't ever want to repeat that situation ever again. Okay, you're trying out some kind of challenge. I haven't studied any of that stuff. I'm new to this, and so is Paimon. Ah, that's okay. Our goal is to design a survey route that even a novice can grasp on their first try. This way, we can guide our new recruits clearly and easily. Thanks to the connections we made during our last joint exercise, we received help from the allied troops from different nations this time. This allowed us to survey and search objects across various terrains. Of course, we must share the experiences. Okay, this is so long. I mean, Mika's like nice and all, but like still. Yeah, we're being forced to do like all sorts of random stuff, but like, nah, it's okay. I feel like I'm probably better off like doing that off stream, anyways. I did hear it can be very tricky to do, so that's probably not like the best idea to do right now. Hmm. I do want like more constellations though for Iluga. Wait, who am I using now? Iluga? Aino? Actually, I'm not sure how many constellations I have for Aino. Let's just double check really quickly to be sure. Oh, I have her at I6. Okay then, that actually kind of defeats the purpose if I already have her at I6. And then, Luga is here. Should I try rolling anyways? Just like a little bit, maybe. Oh, nice. Okay, got one Iluga. Come to think of it, did I buy the shop already? Okay, I did. I kind of feel annoyed though that they haven't actually changed the shop in like literal like what 5 years now, or 6 years now, or something like that. It's been the same set of characters like ever since, and like, why? Oh my god, though. Oh, I can do like 100 rolls. Okay, just like maybe like one more. Okay. Damn it, it's not even a character? I kind of just want a character. Like, just one. At least one. Damn it. Okay, never mind. That's it. That's it. I think that's probably enough anyways. We'll just see how much we do with Linnea and go from there. I'm still annoyed with Barco though. He still is not as strong as I would like him to be. really sure how strong this one is. I'm more like when it comes to supports, you'd rather really just have utility benefits. This one is also, I mean, it's okay, but it's only if you're like a dev team. If you're not a dev team though, it's not that it's not really worth it. But then again, I mean, his normal teammates are Zibai and maybe Goro? Not really sure actually. Because I don't really know like with team comps this guy would use other than with Zibai. Oh, elemental mastery. So it increases crit rate, crit damage, and an elemental mastery. That's pretty good. But it's pretty difficult to go all the way to like C6. Oh my god, I'm already starting to mix up all the terms. Yeah, I think I have less 4 stars in Star Rail than I do in Genshin than I do in Star Rail. Star Rail is like quite a lot. Okay, did I do the? I think I already did the mannequin for stuff today anyway, so that shouldn't really be a big deal. Yeah, I still haven't done with like the new instrument and all of that though. But anyways, okay, yeah, I feel like we could probably just start the quest because it's been a while and I kind of want to like enjoy a story, like an actual relaxing story without too much pressure. Because like tomorrow I will be running again and I don't know. I don't know, I suddenly feel like so mopey about things for some reason. What is that ending? Okay, I kind of want to fight that though. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those feelings that like because I've been running a lot these days, like I've been running with some of my coworkers and while it normally would be like a happier thing, I don't know, I kind of feel like some of my coworkers are making a little bit too much fun of me for like wanting to chat all the time while we're running or technically walking. And like sometimes like I know they're technically not serious about it, but sometimes it kind of still feels that they might actually not be happy with me like talking that much. Even though technically they're free to like leave me behind and like continue on their own. But yeah. Like imagine like how much effort it takes to like talk a lot while exercising and I'm still like able to do it and then we got to eat out after like got to eat dinner and all that, but I don't know. I'm in a somber mood today, so I'm trying not to think about it too hard. Considering the run is already on Sunday, kind of just like want to get it over with and like start running like peacefully on my own. I don't really know how long this running era will last anyways. I was like, if I don't join runs with my coworkers, like I don't really know how motivated I will be to like run by myself, I think. Because it is also expensive to like keep joining runs, you know? I mean like it's nice and all but not really like a necessary thing, if that makes sense. Like I don't actually need to join a marathon or whatever to run. I could just run on my own time and just like measure my own stats without thinking about getting a medal. I mean a medal would be nice, but you are paying for it, so I think over the span of a year, like the more the more runs you join, the more expensive it's gonna get. And you think the crazy thing is like a lot of people start running because it's quote unquote a free activity, but eventually a lot of people end up not it doesn't end up staying free for long because like even for me, like literally just recently there was a sale in Nike, so a bunch of my coworkers were like, okay, let's buy a bunch of like shoes and all that, and I got roped into it too. Because initially my coworker just wanted to go to like the mall so that he could try out the shoe in person and figure out which size he wanted so that he could order it online. And so it's like, okay, I went with him because like, okay, you know, it's fine because it's like lunch break and like I'm not really doing anything. So it's like, okay, I'll tag along with you just to like at least get a little bit of like exercise and movement along the way. And so when he was trying out the shoes, I went to like the women's section. I was like, oh, hey, these are the shoes that they were talking about earlier, the Vomero. I was like, maybe I should just try it out because like it's free, and like none of the sales associates were like actually paying attention to me anyway. So I tried it out for fun. And then eventually some other lady approached me. She's like, "Oh, like, hey, did anyone assist you?" I was like, "Not a single one." I mean, obviously in a nicer way, but basically that, you know. So she ended up getting me like the sides that I was looking for. I was like, my god, though, like the difference between my regular running shoes versus like the Vomero running shoes was like Vomero Plus is actually crazy, like so far away. I kind of now understand why people spend so much money on buying expensive like running shoes or like sports shoes in general, because like bro, the difference was insane. And like the really nice thing is, because it's actually pretty expensive, it's like what how much would it be? Maybe like almost $200, I think. But then like because of like the huge sale online, it's probably gonna be like half that price. Or like maybe like, yeah, around close to half that price actually. So it's like really worth it all of a sudden. I mean, the only problem is that it's gonna arrive after the run on Sunday. Because like technically in a normal situation, it would only take like maybe 2 to 3 business days to arrive, and we did order it like a couple of days ago, but because it's a sale right now, they're like, nah, it's gonna arrive like next week. So it's a little bit disappointing because I'm gonna be getting like really nice shoes and I won't even be able to like use them on like a longer run, because like technically speaking, the next run that I have after the 10 kilometer one is gonna be the Honkai Star Rail run, which is just going to be 3 kilometers. So in reality, it's not really worth like using super fancy shoes for a distance that short. Like you won't really feel like the impact of it as much. I'm realizing we started the wrong quest. This is not Linnea Story quest. Yeah, because I was like, where's all the voice lines? There's nothing at all, which means this is definitely the wrong thing. And I have not paid attention to any of the dialogue so far. So as soon as this portion ends, I will probably switch over to something else. Welcome to the bunker at the end of the apocalypse. Wow, that is dramatic. Okay. Okay, I guess that's how we're doing things. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna turn around right here and just go back out. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like did not notice that we were like picking the wrong thing all of a sudden. So wait, how do we start Linnea's story quest? I'm pretty sure she actually has a story quest. Joke, it's here! No wonder why. Okay. Okay, here it is. Now, come to think of it, there's also a bunch of like... Oh yeah, these things! I forgot like these anecdotes that I haven't done yet. So let's see actually if there's anything interesting before we move on to like Linnea's quest. But yeah. Oh, I really want to try the new shoes already. Like, I really want to try it. I actually picked like a way brighter color than I'm used to, because like normally when I buy shoes it would only be like black or white just for like matching purposes, so it's easy for me to like I already forgot you can't helix jump in this game. I'm so used to playing DNA that I'm automatically pressing the right click button to like helix jump, and I'm just dashing instead. It's like, god, I fell into the water just because of that. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Dark Ray. Where's Yoimiya? Inside the house, I'm guessing? I mean, if I stop doing that. But yeah, so... It's, yeah, well, like, back to the shoes thing, because, like, normally I'd get black and white, but this time, I decided to get, like, a kind of, like, purple, blue-ish color shoes. It looks really good in person. It's kind of, like, a very striking color. So it actually kind of works out well. Because I normally also wear just black or white sports clothes. So it does look really nice. It's just I just kind of hope that it doesn't get dirty too quickly, because I actively dislike having to like clean the shoes all the time.
Oh, Aino-chan. 手紙もろたから急いで来たけどどないした？まさかもうできた？
Yeah, I still kind of surprised that Yoimiya ended up in like Notkai. That's like so far away from where she lives. Like, how did that even happen?
注文の確認お願い。はい。注文データを読み込みます。
Yeah, it's good to try new stuff. But yeah, in case you didn't hear earlier, I'm still kind of sad though because like my coworkers keep joking that I talk too much while we're running, but like I don't know. I mean, like I think I got used to it because as a streamer, I'm supposed to be like yapping a lot. And then it kind of like because both times that I ran with them, I brought them to places that I was familiar with. So I kind of did like kind of went into like tour guide mode, kind of like, oh, you know, this is like this place, this is like this place, and like all that stuff. And I don't even know if they like appreciated all the effort I spent talking about all of those things.
これだよ。見て見て。
Oh, that's so cute. And you know, like the feeling like, if you're like putting in so much effort, but like people actually didn't really want you to do it in the first place, or kind of like they wanted to run more. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm just like a little bit bummed about it.
ゆらゆらプランターフィッシュって名前にしたよ。
Because I think it's kind of like because they keep trying to pressure me to like run more instead of like talking, but then like it hurts when I run, okay? Like it's one of those things like it's hard for me to tell if like is it painful because I'm just not used to running, like, you know, like I'm kind of like a novice at it, or like is it painful because there's like something wrong, and like I don't really want to rush the process because they're like, no, you should like push through the pain and just keep running. I was like, but what if I get injured? You know? And they're like, no, you're just making excuses. Like, but like I lived majority of my life basically not having things happen to me. Yeah, I mean like the shins. I mean, majority of it is like the shins and the calves, which technically, yeah, those are the parts where it's supposed to hurt because you're running, because you are exactly like using those muscles. But at the same time, like, you know, there's like a difference between like when a part is sore versus when it actively hurts. And then sometimes it's kind of like a thin line between going from one to the next. And like, I don't want to get injured like literally a few days before I'm gonna be running a 10 kilometer. Like, if it was a 5 kilometer, I straight up told my coworker, like, I would not even bother training for a 5 kilometer. Like, I could do that without much effort, you know. But 10 kilometers is a little bit more different. Like, for someone like me who is more into, like, strength training as opposed to cardio, I dislike cardio because I don't really like sweating, you know. So like strength training is easier for me because it's more like about control, and like generally speaking in strength training you are inside a gym where it's air conditioned. When you're doing cardio, you're most likely outdoors under the sun or the smoke or the dog poop all over the ground kind of situation. That's one of the things like I had to tell my coworkers, like, hey, can you like, you kind of gotta be careful around this area because there's like a lot of dogs, and when there's a lot of dogs, there's like a lot of dog poop. So I mean, technically speaking, most people do clean up after themselves, but you know, you can't really be too sure. And there's like a lot of fruit trees, so occasionally you will have like fruits dropping on the ground. And when there's fruits on the ground, it's also like very messy because like there's the seeds, like the fruit. I mean like the fruit, like the flesh of the fruit, which just kind of gets splattered everywhere. Yeah. Concrete pavement also not good for long runs, no matter how good your shoes. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like because technically speaking, almost all runs will be done on concrete pavement, like whether you want to or not, or like asphalt, I guess. Yeah. So like in the area that I was like that I convinced my coworkers to join me in, like it's actually a difficult terrain because there's like a lot of sidewalks, a lot of like speed bumps and kind of things like that. So like for me, in reality, I consider it like very good training because it's not meant to train like purely your speed. It's meant to train like your ankle strength, your balance, I mean generally like your stability overall. So like I don't know if my coworker was kind of like annoyed with me because he was like complaining like, "Wow, there's so many speed bumps everywhere." But then it's like, I mean, yeah, like because I kind of told you up front that this is what the terrain was gonna be like. And in reality, I feel like if you have very good ankle strength, it will also improve your speed in the long term. Because for me, if you're always running on like really smooth roads, yeah, you're really fast. But as soon as the terrain gets even slightly different, you might end up having like a very difficult time going through it. And so, like, for me, it's like, you're better off learning how to navigate really difficult terrain. And then, so by the time you do, like, a run on really smooth roads, it's, like, super easy. As opposed to, like, getting used to running on, like, a very flat road. And then struggling when the terrain changes suddenly. Kind of like that. So, I don't know, but I feel like they didn't really appreciate my thought process. They're like, no, because it's, like, it's just so annoying. I was like, well, in that case, you could probably be better off like not running together then. I don't know. Like I even brought them to like one of my favorite restaurants, and then by the end of it, they were like they really liked the food, which is good. But they're also complaining like, "Oh my god, every time we go with you, it's always just eating food." I was like, "Well, I mean, yeah, because we literally spent like yesterday. I actually ran quote like quick walk 7 kilometers, and that doesn't even count the distance walking to the restaurant, because I wanted to drive us to the restaurant, and they're like, no, let's just walk there, it's not that far. It's like, this is still pretty far. And so like I didn't have a choice. Like we ended up walking there, crossing so many streets, and like maybe could have died up along the way, but still. And it was like, and the food was so damn good. Like I was really happy with the food. But yeah, like I know they kept joking like, oh, you know, next time we really shouldn't go with you because every time we go with you, we just eat so much. I was like, well, you also don't have to order that much in the first place, you know? Like I'm not forcing you to eat more food. Like I just brought you to a place that has really good food, and the quantity that you eat is literally up to you. Like I'm not forcing you to buy more. So I don't know. Why do I feel like I'm being blamed for things that are not my fault? And it's even worse because I'm like the only girl there, so it's also like kind of difficult to be in that situation. I realize that like pretty much I'm always surrounded by like a lot of guys. I think that's why I'm used to like interacting with guys. But like sometimes it's like you have to remember, you're not joking with another guy, you're joking with a girl. And like I'm a lot more sensitive emotionally compared to most guys. Like if you like insult me thinking that it's gonna be like okay because that's how you're used to with like your guy friends, like we might never end up talking again in the future. Yeah. Either way, I guess it's fine. Honestly, it's more peaceful to like walk by myself anyways. Even though I do like chatting with people, but sometimes I feel like kind of like you're pressured to like be funnier or more interesting than I normally am. If that makes sense. Like streaming is a different matter because I do enjoy streaming, but like being in front of like other people, sometimes like even if I don't really like the joke, I have to like kind of have to rush to think of like a really witty response at that exact moment. And then just to like keep the conversation going, because if I don't, I feel like I'm gonna be the one who ends up like, what do you call it? Kind of like dragging down the situation, even though technically like I'm not really obligated to do anything. But yeah, thanks for the pizza. I didn't hear that anymore. Ironically, I don't hear the pizza sounds anymore, but I did see it. So hopefully you guys can actually hear the pizza now. But yeah, it's Italian and all that stuff. It's opposite for you people who have to take mask while streaming. Now you have I feel like streaming is actually drastically easier than in real life interactions. Because like streaming is like you're not really pressured because like I don't know, like you have an audience who is actively there, who like choose to watch you because they hopefully like you. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. As opposed to like when you're dealing with in real life people, you kind of know that they don't really have a choice other than to like be with you because you're physically there in front of them. And I don't know. And the guy who the guy who kind of signed me up for the 10k in the first place wasn't even like, he didn't even go to work today. God, Inefa, stop saying that. She keeps saying like "Tasukete" again and again. It's been like months and she's still saying that. Like, girl, where are you? Where are you even? But yeah. Anyways, yeah. He took a sick leave. What if I don't actually like you when I watch your streams and even sub out of spite? You have freedom to do whatever you want. So I will be happy either way. Hopefully. But yeah, still, you know, I just really appreciate you guys sticking around. Because I feel like sometimes being like in the real world is just like incredibly stressful. As you know, like how there's like a lot of people who are like charismatic just like by their sheer nature. Like they joke with you not because they like you, but because like that's their natural behavior when they interact with other people. So sometimes I feel like, you know, like how a relationship is ideally I like you at an equal level to how much you like me, which I mean for me that's like kind of like the best outcome. Is like if I like you, let's say at 85%, it would also be nice if you would like me at 85%, more or less, kind of like that. So just so it's fair, so you don't feel like I don't love you enough, or conversely, like I don't feel like I'm being pressured too much by the other person. But I feel like a lot of times I end up liking the other person more, or thinking that we're friendlier than we actually are, kind of like that. I'm starting to feel that way sometimes. I don't know if it's because like I don't really have a lot of like in real life friends, so I kind of have like this skewed perception that maybe I like them at like the 70% level, but in reality they only like me at like the 40% level, kind of like that. Which I mean, I feel like in reality that's probably not true, but sometimes because like there's no way for you to confirm these things, because obviously like we don't see like people's like relationship stats to us, or like basically like those like those things like they joke about when like someone's affection level for you, like in those visual novel games. You have no like actual indicator of like how much someone likes you in real life, and so you kind of just have to like hope for the best that they at least like you on the same level, or it would be nice if maybe a little bit more, but at least similar level to you. So yeah. I suddenly feel so pressured. Wait, I need to breathe a bit and like drink water also. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's because I lived my life being like very upfront about how I feel about people in general. Like if I don't like you, I mean technically speaking, I'm going to be neutral with you because we are, especially in a working environment, I'm going to treat you neutrally, but I won't actively do shit to you because like that's not the kind of person I am. If we're not coworkers, it means I won't even interact with you like at all, because I don't see a point in forcing myself to talk to someone I actively don't like. That's like such a weird thing to do, right? I mean, like, but if I like you, I will actively try to be friends with you. I will like try to spend time with you. I will help you out if you need to. I will listen when you tell me things. So I don't know, but there are some people who are capable of doing all of that and yet actively hate your guts. It's like, how, like, why would you perform to that level? Like, if you don't like someone, don't spend time with them. Especially if it's like voluntary. Like, don't voluntarily spend time with people you don't like, right? Like, because I know a lot of people who are like that. Like, they can do it. They're like shameless enough to pretend to be friends with people that they hate, just so that they can get something out of it, or they can feel some kind of like superiority, or like just to say, ha, like this person doesn't know that I don't like them in reality. Kind of like that. I don't know. It's like, I feel like, am I overthinking things? Like, I can't really tell sometimes. But I feel like that's probably something that actually happens, because I do know a person who is like that, so yeah, like you only have so much energy, so much time, so much like presence in a single day that you can't give to everyone equally. So like even one of my coworkers that I really like today, like just I don't know, I suddenly got like really irritated with her suddenly. Because like yesterday we ordered donuts. Like we bought a lot of donuts, like probably like 1.5 dozen donuts. So half a dozen was going to go to me because I requested it. I was like, okay, I'm planning on bringing this home. So can I, like, out of the 1.5, can I take like half a dozen? Obviously, I'll pay like proportionate amount, obviously. And then some of the other donuts like we were going to share. And then like later on, I was asking my coworker, okay, so like how much money do I owe you? Because technically I could have computed it for myself, but I was like kind of too lazy. So it's like, okay, you know, like how much do I owe you? And then he actually gave me like a higher amount than what I normally than what I actually should have owed him. And I was thinking about that time. I was like, do I really owe you that much? Because like I don't think so. So I actually computed it like really quickly on my own. And I was like, I felt like he was charging me a lot more, but then I was like, I didn't really want to argue about it because I felt like it was like I didn't want to seem like I was being petty about it. So it's like, I don't know, but like at the same time, like there were a bunch of other people in the table who also heard him tell me how much the donuts were, and not a single one of them actually like questioned it at all. So like precisely, like I didn't want to feel like I was being petty in front of like so many people, and so I just ended up like paying the amount that he stated. But now I kind of feel like cheated from it. So it's like today I was like, okay, you know, because we didn't finish the donuts yesterday. Like we actually just saved some of it and like put it in the refrigerator to eat for today. And so like when I brought out the donuts like during our break time, I was like, oh hey, like who owns like the last chocolate donut? Like I wasn't saying that I was going to eat the last chocolate donut, but I was like saying like who's going to get it basically. And then like my other coworker who she ended up kind of like having like a really irritated face. Like I don't think she noticed, but like she kind of had like a really angry face, like that split second like super irritated face, and she's like, oh, that's mine. I was like, oh, and kind of like I was just trying to salvage the situation because like I didn't realize that she didn't finish two, because like I knew each of us was going to get like 2 donuts per person, and I didn't realize that she actually didn't get her second donut yesterday. She like was saving it for today. So it's like, I don't know if she thought that I was like planning on eating her donuts. Like, I mean, I was just asking like who owned the last donut, because I mean, obviously you're not gonna put names on the donuts, right? But then like now, and like after that interaction, she wouldn't like talk to me for like the rest of the day. So it's like, I mean, to be fair, this was like late afternoon, so technically it wasn't like a long day, but like still, and I kind of don't know, like, did I offend her that badly that over like a single donut she would just like refuse to talk to me? But then like, is that even my fault? Like, it wasn't as if I was going to steal her donut. And like, it's such a petty thing, but like, it's so damn, like, why is my life so weird sometimes? So yeah. And in the end, like, she didn't even eat the donut either. Like, I took it out because she said she wanted to eat the donut. And by the end of it, I had to be the one to put it back in the refrigerator because every other coworker left. Like, they just dumped the box in the middle of our desk and then just left. And then when I opened it, like, the donuts were still there. Like, no one took anything. Yeah. Crazy, right? Like, just for donuts. Like, I feel like I went through so much stress over something so damn stupid. I mean, I did eat like another donut, but precisely because I feel like I got charged really high. So because there was like a bunch of like extra donuts there, they're like, oh, we're gonna share. So I ended up getting another one because I was like so irritated. I was like, if you're charging me this high, I'm actually going to eat more donuts, you know, like you did make me pay for more donuts. It's like you can't complain later on, say like, why are you eating so many? It's like, because I paid for it, basically. So yeah. Where am I supposed to be going? Joke, I'm supposed to be... Wait, am I supposed... No, I don't think I'm supposed to go to the flagship, joke. I'm not entirely sure if we're... Yeah, we're definitely in the wrong place. I am trying to do Linnea's story quest and kind of like getting lost in the process as usual because I've been like talking too much about like all my stresses in life. Yeah. That was the goal. That was the goal for today. But obviously, like, I got distracted and all that. But that's how it typically goes. I think I rolled like 30 or 40 times. I didn't get it. No, actually. I think I rolled like 30 times. But I didn't get her. So I'm still kind of debating if she's worth it or not. Like, I did try her out in the trial. But it's okay. I think she dealt like really good elemental skill damage. But I'm still not like super sure if like she's worth getting. I did also ask. Yeah, I do have Tsupai actually. I know she's supposed to be like #1 support for Tsupai, but I actually don't use Tsupai. Ironically, I can't even remember who I was like trying to roll for when I got her. I think I was trying to get Iluga. Yeah, I was trying to get Iluga, and then I ended up getting Tsupai accidentally. So this was like kind of early pity if I remember correctly. And I do want Lohin like a lot, just because he looks so good. Even though the problem is he's going on the standard, but still. Because I did also ask my coworker who plays who also plays Genshin, what he thought of Linnea, because he did get Linnea already, and literally he just kept telling me like, oh, she's like really good for like farming ores. It's like I mean, okay, but like what's her damage? She's really convenient if you want to farm ores. It's like, okay, Amy, but like, does she have anything else? It's like, please stop telling me she's good at farming ores. I already know that. It's like, is her damage good or not? He couldn't answer me properly, so I'm assuming she's like not as good as people keep joking she is in terms of like actual combat situations. Because like, technically speaking, you see all those damage showcases you see are like kind of skewed. They're not like really accurate data. So yeah, it's kind of like, it's still hard for me to like decide like, is it worth it or not? And I'm pretty sure I still went the wrong way. Okay, this is wait, we should have taken like the staircase, I think. Yeah. Ironically, using Barca's not easy actually to travel with this guy. He's kind of like, yeah, not a must pull. So I'm kind of like annoyed because a lot of the damage showcases were like so good. Like even without a lot of those like food buffs or like other characters. And yeah. Enabling Lunar Crystallize. Yeah, that's also true actually. Because like, is she the only one that can do Lunar Crystallize right now? Not super sure. Tsupai and her. Oh, Tsupai also. Okay. And Bina? Oh, she can do Lunar Crystallize? Okay. Oh, wait, can she? Because I was thinking about like it when I was using Columbina with Zhongli. I don't remember being able to trigger Lunar Crystallize, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention to it. Because you know, like, are there supposed to be? Yeah, when you do Lunar Crystallize, there's like those little totem things on the ground, right? Actually, I should try that later. I should try that with Zhongli and Columbina and see what happens. Navia, Bina, Aino, and Silen. Yeah, Aino. Ironically, Aino also does not enable Lunar Crystallize for some reason. Just like, as considering she's like the first non-tri character you get, I mean, ideally she should enable it, but I don't know if they were like gatekeeping it. So that's what ended up happening.
その後、野外でワイルドハントと踊っていた冒険者さんを通りかかった釣り人が苦労して。
Oh, her eyes are nice. I sent my damage comparison and now we become 118k DPS. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. And even with Chiori, Silun, and Linnea Bina team, output was 85? Wait, so which was the better team comp? Out to stats number.
ソマルの実が甘くて美味しいのですから。楽勝だな。ビンテルソウの葉っぱは食材じゃないけど、お茶を入れるのには使えるぜ。
何
How is Paimon? How is Paimon smarter than these guys? All hi, Thumb, your influence is coming out. Like, if you want to play your fave Geo character and do big damage, she is must pull. I mean, Geo in general is not really, like, the ideal element to be doing big damage in the first place. It is, like, good, consistent damage, but just not, like, super, yeah. Tsupai's on-field DPS or Geo DPS can't shine. That is also true. I mean, I don't really like Geo DPS characters because I don't have any. Not really. I mean, Zhongli is a support primarily and a burst DPS. Everyone just gave up on Ito. Like, he was, I think he was literally only meta in that one single update that he came out in. And then the rest is like, I mean, I do have Tsupai, but again, we're not really counting her. Like, I never actually used Noelle as a DPS. Iluga is support. Goro is also support. So who else is left? I don't have Chiori and Navia. Yeah. Yeah, like all the characters that you would ideally be running with Linnea, I think only Tsupai is technically viable.
冒険に出るときはコンパスとマップが必要ですけど、どこで買えばいいですか？
Can't you just buy an adventurers guild?
答えは冒険者協会だ。
冒険者協会だ。Yeah.
ミーミル書店でも売っているらしいですよ。しかもとても安いとか。へっへん。もう調べはついてるんだ。あそこの店主はいつも粗悪品をいいものだって嘘ついて騙してでもいくら質のいいマップやコンパスがあっても野外では危ない目に遭うことがあります。もし
Seek help from the Ratniki on patrol, if there are any. I mean, the other ways you kind of just die. Like, that's it. She is good for Tsupai, but there are many slots because there are many characters. Yeah, oh my god. It's kind of difficult because I feel like we kind of moved on from Nodcry characters like very quickly. So now we're going to like Mondstadt characters again. But like, I don't really like them as much, I think. Because we kind of gave up on the lunar thing very quickly. Like, it feels like it's supposed to be a Nodcry thing. But now a lot of like Mondstadt characters also have it, but then there's also like the Hexarai. And so kind of it's in like that weird situation. Like I'm also wondering what's gonna happen to like Lohen. I feel like he's probably Hexarai. And probably not lunar, because he is cryo. So it's also like so messy.
この方法はおすすめしません。両方から攻撃されるってこともありえますから。
Oh.
それでは最後の質問です。よく聞いてくださいね。
Just one? Oh. Yeah, Lohen looks really fun.
草月の里、スターダストビーチ、青い琥珀。どこもすごく。この質問に決まった答えはありません。でも、もし私が選ぶとしたら、一番行く価値のある場所はここ。
Look, it's so nice. Yeah, you know, I really like that there's like a lot more new animations with these guys. Like, look at the way she moved around. Oh, congrats on completing the Honkai Star Story. You caught up so quickly. That means definitely when the next update comes out, I can't stream it too quickly, otherwise you won't be able to enjoy it yourself either. Those Power Rangers were higher than Emiya Shiro. My god, Emiya. It's been a while. I still haven't watched Heaven's Feel. I'm so annoyed. I really want to watch it already, but I've been like so busy. Like today I got bothered by like so many people for so many different projects, and I just found out that in a couple of weeks, like literally the day after the Honkai Star Rail run, I will be flying out to do another project. So I'm gonna be out like for another like 2 weeks, I think. I'm so mad. I mean, technically, at least I'm with one coworker that I like. The coworker who helps me with my Genshin account is actually going with me to the project, but also it's like, my god, that means I won't have my PC, so that means I'm going to be only on my work laptop, and that really can't handle streaming that well. A little bit, but usually the internet is also not good enough, so yeah, that sucks. I kind of like wanna finish it early so I could go home, but at the same time I can't really afford to rush it because if I do it incorrectly, it's gonna end up being worse. Oh wait, the abyss. I'm pretty sure my friend just did that for me as well. Because I think he kind of felt bad for like missing it last time. So yeah, that's fine. It's fine, I think. I feel like I'm only motivated to do like endgame in Honkai Star Rail because it's like a lot easier for me. Yesterday? Wait. Yesterday, not really sure actually, because he was also one of the people who went with me to run. Yeah, we went running, and then we ran for a couple of hours, and then afterwards we went to get dinner, and dinner also took a couple of hours. So, like for me, I got home like maybe 11:30 p.m. already. As for him, I don't really know what time he got home as well, so I don't know if he was able to finish it. Like I told him, to be fair, I told him like it's okay if you don't finish it because it is like literally like the last day, and he's just doing it for me as a favor. Like he's not like requiring me to like pay him or whatever. He's literally just like helping me out because we've been friends for so long. So yeah, it's like nah, it's okay. Like don't force yourself. Like if you want to do it, like feel free to do it. If you don't, then it's okay also. Am I on fire? What happened to? Oh, Varka is on fire for a bit. I was wondering why there was like flickering stuff around him. So yeah, it's okay. I don't know. I've been having like kind of like a difficult time paying attention to like the events. Like you know like how every event like has a different time of like when they're gonna be finished. And then initially you think like, oh, I still have like so many days to finish this. And then you look at it, it's like, what do you mean I only have 3 days left to finish this? It's like, what? But like, it's like, that's so close already. Like, I still haven't even started it. And like, that's the same thing with DNA. I think that's also one of the problems because I spend a significant amount of time in DNA, which also tells you that basically a purely free-to-play game is also not even that good. Because yeah, it's like, monetarily it's technically free, but you pay for it with more time spent on the game. And kind of like the ironic thing is that most people spend money so they don't have to spend as much time doing things. Like you know like how basically the concept of like doing the battle pass, and you buy the fancy battle pass so that you can get the rewards here in the lower row. And by getting the stuff in the lower row, that would enable you to not spend all your time farming the ley lines or farming the domains, or like even at the beginning, like the beginning of like farming these things, which is a recent addition, but like they did not have this before. Like imagine, this is already 30. Like, if you're talking about like how much, 165 that you need, like 30 is already like 1/5 of the materials you need to build a character. It's actually a pretty decent amount. I mean, it could be better, obviously, but like generally speaking, it's like not a bad starting point because you do at least get like the initial materials required to like level up a character. And then not to mention when you do like their new story, like here, you also get materials. You also get their materials, which is like really good. Yeah. At least you were able to finish Starla and Wuwa though. But yeah. It's good, like there's so much stuff. Like ideally if you could leave it like running on the side, I feel like it's a lot less pressuring. I think that was one of the complaints that people had about Honkai Star Rail, is that basically a game should be enjoyable while still respecting your time. Okay, yeah, I definitely need to hydrate. It needs to be able to like respect your time. Because like, yeah, it's good to enjoy a game, but like if I'm forced to like spend, let's say, 30 hours doing a single story quest, like do you think majority of people have that kind of time in their life to spend that many hours? Because even if you break it down, if you break it down into like 1 hour a day, that's 30 days of gameplay. If you do 2 hours, that's still 15 days of gameplay. So that's a significant amount of time for a lot of people in reality. Even for people who like literally don't need to do anything in an entire day, that is still a huge amount of time. Because if you think about like how much time do you spend sleeping, how much time do you spend any activity at all in your life, eating takes like an hour, and like doing a story quest should take you 30 hours. Like, huh? Like, does it match? Kind of like that feeling. Yeah, there has to be some kind of balance. Like, you want a story that is interesting but also like long enough to make it worthwhile investing, but not so long that you feel like it's dragging on forever. Because like at that point, your attention span is shot. Like, think about like how when you're watching like YouTube shorts, TikTok videos, like how long is the average video? Less than a minute. Like probably only 30 seconds. So why is Linnea looking like this? She's so weird. This is like the most sus expression we've ever had in a game. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, oh my god, welcome to Straight Curry Drake. But yeah, my throat is like shut right now. It's like so dry. I think even drinking water doesn't really help that much at this point. Cooking takes even longer. Like, yeah. I mean, obviously there's like different aspects of game that you want to enjoy. Like, there's like some people only like the story, some people only like gameplay, things like that. But yeah. Just like in reality, I feel like if you balanced out like the time and the effort, you know, like there's always like a time effort reward ratio that is hard to balance as a dev, because obviously like a lot of devs want to do a longer story because they think that it will like be better just because it's long, but that is not necessarily true. Is there a lot of stories that are like very long but they're kind of worthless, and then conversely there's a lot of short stories that are very good. Yeah, poor Paimon. Oh my god. Linnea. This is scary. Oh my god. I'll protect you, Paimon. She is like definitely, she feels like she could be a yandere, honestly. Yeah, like Mithoda, yeah, but like she kind of feels a little bit more yandere. If you kind of like gave a little bit of red to her eyes, she would definitely be in that territory. I promise you, I'm not some sort of weirdo. Look, pretty much anyone who introduces themselves as like not some kind of weirdo is probably some kind of weirdo. It's like the same types of people that say, I'm a nice guy. Nice guys don't need to tell you they're nice. They are nice just by virtue of being nice. They don't need to like advertise to the world like, I am a nice guy. It's like that's the kind of thing that you very frequently see in dating profiles. And that's like for a lot of girls, it's like a #1 red flag. In trailer, she said, I'm not creepy, trust me. Oh my god, I actually haven't watched a trailer. I've missed so many trailers and character videos from both Star Rail and Star Rail and Genshin, actually. So I kind of need to catch up on a bunch of things. I had so many for books. I already crowned her skill. Nice. Ironically, I did farm a lot of her talent materials, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with them after.
情熱的っていうか、なんていうか、授業中からずっと気になってたんですけど、我慢できなくなっちゃって。
Yeah, because Paimon is considered a weird creature. I watched it on a stream yesterday. I crowned so many characters, still like 53 crowns. So, oh my god, yeah, you did mention that in the Discord though. 53 crowns though. Like, that is so many. I can't even remember the last time I crowned characters. Ironically, you know, the first time I crowned characters was actually, I think, Child or Zhongli. One of those two was my first one. And then... wait. And then I actually crowned them in front of the cat cloud in Inazuma. Like, you know, like that island with like a cat temple, I do it there. And I take screenshots. Because for me, like, that was such an iconic moment in history. Yeah. So when I'm an asshole, what happens? I don't know. I mean, like, it does get censored a little bit, I think. But, like, it's fine. It's not that big a deal. There's... Yeah, I mean, like, relatively speaking, you're still nice compared to some of the other people that I know in real life, so it's okay. Just, like, it's one of those things you kind of just, like, towing the line. You don't really want to go overboard, but, yeah. One of VTuber I was following shifted towards Stronova and streamed 25 to 30 hours. I streamed Genshin yesterday, so it was a rare moment. Wait, Stronova, isn't that the same one that, like, Zodao plays? I think it's like an FPS game, right? Yeah. Is that the one where, like, the characters turn, like, flat? Like, they kind of go into, like, the 2D mode against the wall. Is that the one? Ah! Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. But to be fair, a lot of people are like strange about that. Like, I don't know. Like sometimes when they say they're nice, like you just genuinely get the vibe that they're not. A lot of people who say they're assholes normally don't. Yeah. Yeah, it's usually like said in a joking manner, but yeah. No, but I have seen like the game already. I've seen Zodao play it a bunch of times, so yeah. I mean, I've also seen like, was that Brown to Dust or something like that? That was also like incredibly sus, like so damn sus. It's still kind of like wild, but sometimes you guys post stuff in the Discord that like, it's kind of like borderline, could be, should not be there, but like, oh Brown. Wait, wasn't there a 2 somewhere in the name? Brown to Dust, Brown Dust, something like that. I mean, obviously I'm never gonna play games like that, but still, I've seen it. I've also seen the gameplay of... Was that the new... is it Arc Knights? Oh no, joke, not Arc Knights. What's the other game? Wait, there was one that was coming out that you guys did mention. Ah, Azure Promelia. Yeah, Azure. So that is also borderline sus, basically. I mean, honestly, so far out of all the games, like the only one that's not sus is probably Silver Palace. Because like that's the only one where the MC is kind of like fully clothed. I will start an FPS game too after I tried NT. Yeah, I still haven't actually decided if I'm getting NTE or not. Because there's like so much other stuff I want to play, and I kind of like... Yeah, I don't want to start too many because I have a hard time giving up games that require like daily investment. Like I've been playing Ensemble Stars for like how many? 5 years now, I think. I think we're on our 5th anniversary. It's been a while, and every single time I say that I want to quit the game, I never quit it. Oh wait. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, you did end up getting censored. But I think, did that come out in like the overlay chat screen? Not sure. But like, Twitch can be a little bit strict about that. It's fine. It's kind of like the same reason why I didn't really want to play Zenless Zone Zero. I feel like the physics there was just kind of like, kind of crazy, honestly. And like the ratio of like guys to girls was a little bit too much. I mean, like, obviously, like, it's typical for you guys to be playing that, so it's like, like, that's fine. Obviously, I can't really, like, do anything. It's just, like, personally, like, that's not what I would play. Jack Frost? Is he supposed to be, like, a Christmas tree? Or, like, a shiny Christmas tree? Ah, oh my god, this is like Mimikyu? Wait, you can type. Wait. Oh, wait, why are you saying that again? No, oh, Snowbreak. Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god, I saw that too. That was also wild because I think it went under like, not exactly all kind of controversy, I think. I don't know how true it is that a bunch of like Love and Deep Space players were apparently fighting with the Snowbreak community or something like that. I mean, in general, it's just one of those things that you kind of expect. Like, if you're playing like a sus game, like, expect that it will be sus. And just like leave it at that. Like, in the same sense, like, you don't get involved with like communities. You know, like, if like, that's not your community, like, don't get involved with. Are you really trying to find ways to like say that word? It's like her oppa was on, it was so yeah. Everything is sus in that game. I've seen it. I think ironically, some of the skins that were like the mildest ones ended up getting like taken down. I don't know if it's like their Twitter account or something. No, I think they were having a collaboration with some other business and they were actually using like their least sus outfits. And ironically, a lot of people like kind of exploded and said like, no, you should not be having a collab because it was like so terrible and it's like a super sus game and all that kind of stuff. It was like they were literally wearing like, I mean, very pretty outfits, like kind of borderline sus, but technically not sus. So I was like, yo, just leave them alone. Like, even for me, it's like, just let it go. I feel like people keep hating things that have nothing to do with them. Oh my god, that random hot dog there in the corner. That looks so good. I really like hot dog. Yeah. Never do such a childish thing. You try to cheat the system. I mean, yeah, it's honestly something that's really funny to see like how creative you can get when trying to get around like weird ass rules. I know Azure Lane was really popular before, but like I don't know about now though. I think, although I do think a lot of people do want to play Azure Permilia, but yeah, I mean, anything that has skins is like, ironically very expensive. I always feel like DNA is more expensive than sometimes the Genshin or Stardew because like the cost of everything, like, I mean the general cost of cosmetics is actually pretty high in reality. So like I don't really know, and it's kind of like, as for something that only gives you like an actual visual value, it doesn't really feel worth it because in reality, in like the most effort scenario, you could probably just download mods. I mean, I've never done it. I don't like doing mods because I find it too complicated process, but like if you really wanted to, you could probably just download a mod and like give your character the outfit that you want without forcing yourself to like spend money on it.
試合に参加するなら仲良しの子を選ぶのが一番ですよ。そうでないと関係を築くのに仲良しの動物の仲間いっぱい思い浮かぶぞ。誰と参加するのがいい？
Oh, Agora, clever use mod. Yeah, I mean, like, that's it. Like, that option does exist. So in reality, like, I don't really feel like cosmetics are something that's, like, absolutely worth getting. Or, like, worth, like, going over the top to pay for. Like, if you get it, like, in a regular way or, like, relatively, like, on sale, like, it's okay. But, like, if you kind of, like, keep swiping and swiping just to get a skin, it's like, maybe you should reconsider. Yeah, it's not ours. It has a different bandana on its tail or something like that. A lot of people apparently kept posting about how like, oh my god, I thought Arts died, like what happened, and something like that. And look, it's a different color. It's not like the red bandana that we gave it. I don't even know where this came from though. I'm assuming it's just like purely for this story because it would be like weird otherwise. I'm kind of wondering why they gave us the exact same one, just a different bandana, because like we already had ours. Like, it would have been cool if you actually saw our previous companion, you know? Kind of like that feeling. I named mine Taco. I think I kind of forgot because I was like really hungry at that moment. It's like, okay, I'll just name it Food because that sounds fun. It kind of has like the color scheme-ish. Yeah, at least like you can kind of use it. Like, I don't know. I do have some skins though, but I haven't actually spent on the skins in a sense. I think it's just because like there's not really that much opportunities to use them. But yeah. No, I mean like in general, like for me it's just like they're very expensive. Like, cause it's not like a new character in a sense. Like utility wise, it's really just for visual aspects. So like it would be nice if it was cheaper, so that I could actually buy skins. Like that's the crazy thing, because like I do want to buy skins, but I can't bring myself to buy it because it feels too expensive for what I'm getting. If that makes sense. I mean, obviously, if you can like, if you can afford, like that's on you. Like you can do whatever you want with your own means. Like personally, like that's my take on it. Why I don't really want to spend money on skins. Even like the skins that I got in Do at Night Abyss, I've like just earned the currency like passively, or not passively. What's the correct term for it? Like in the general course of like doing my regular activities, but I didn't top up specifically for those skins, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not a good person though. I don't really think I'd be that good. I mean, I'm probably morally fine, but like not particularly nice in general. I'm only nice to people I like, which is not exactly like the general definition of like a nice person. Because if I don't like it, I will not be nice to you. Like, I don't see the point in that. That's kind of... Because, like, in general, like, my default response to someone is, I'm going to treat you neutrally. If you treat me nicely, I will also treat you nicely. Conversely, if you, like, try to mess with me, I will also dislike you. I don't understand the concept of, like, having a one-sided relationship. You know, like, the point where, like, oh, I like someone even though they don't like me back. Like, I don't understand that. Like, if you don't like me, no matter what my initial feelings about you were, I will also not like you. Like, as soon as I feel like you don't like me, I will just not like you also. It just stops really quickly. Kind of like a switch. Like, it goes from, like, 0 to 100, like, very quickly. Pretty much. Because, like, I don't see a point. Like, if you don't like me, then why should I actually like you and also? Like, yeah, I'm not a tsundere. I don't understand the concept of tsundere. Like, it's funny sometimes in media. In fiction, it's okay. Like, fiction is fiction. But, like, in real life, if you act like that, I find that very annoying. Because, like, you're supposed to be, like, a general, like, mature adult. So, like, wait, what? Oh my god. Yeah. That's it, though. I don't know. I feel like it's just because, like, I just want people to treat me nicely, because I would also treat you nicely in the first place, kind of like that. Oh my god, yeah, they've been streaming for so long. That's cool of them. I think today is their day off as well, so yeah. Two more welcome. I can get Shunna's skin for real and encouraging. Yeah, good luck in getting Shunna's skin. Yeah, I can go for it.
この子たちは人懐っこいですから、きっとすぐに友達になれるでしょうね。
I'm still debating which free constellation to get anyways, actually. Man. I'm just playing anime Warframe basically. But yeah, I just kind of feel bad for DNA. I kind of like how I had quite a lot of high hopes. It's like it's getting there, but not at the rate that I would like have liked, if that makes sense. But then again, like, this is a small studio. I don't really know how big Hoyo was when they started, but they did have like history already, because they did like release Honkai Impact 3rd for like a long time already. So that is like a separate matter, I guess. Oh, chicken adobo. Yeah, that's good. It depends though. Because like the traditional chicken adobo usually has a mixture of like soy sauce and vinegar in the sauce, and I'm not super into like the vinegar part of it. I kind of like it a little bit on the sweeter side. I think a little bit more, I guess more Chinese style, if that makes sense. It's like a little bit more of like a soy sauce braise compared to like the traditional adobo, but it's pretty good also. So yeah, I can't remember if it was considered like the national dish. That feels like a strange thing to think about, but yeah. But in general, like when it comes to dishes though, by default, I have a certain like preference. Like beef is like very high up, and then usually like seafood, and then pork, and then chicken is normally my last. Which, I mean, a lot of people disagree with me, but I think because I'm used to like not eating very good chicken. Like, there's a lot of chicken that I like. I like deep fried chicken, basically. I want to eat a chicken. You know, like those Taiwanese chicken cutlets? Like the ones that are like super huge. They're like kind of like um kind of like I'm losing track of my thoughts. They kind of like hammered down, like really a little bit flat, but like really huge. And then like they become so huge, they're like literally the size of your face. And so they're like battered and then deep fried and like kind of dusted with like a 5-spice powder and like deep fried basil. And that tastes so good. Yeah, like I really just want to order like a giant chicken cutlet. That's like one of my dreams. Because like before, a couple of years ago when I went to Taiwan, we actually saw a stall that was selling stuff like that. Like this, but the line was so long. And then that time we were kind of like full already. So like my parents didn't really want to like line up for something and then like order food that they didn't really want to finish. I was like, no, but I wanted to finish it. I feel like I could have at least eaten most of it, probably. Yeah. Wait, sorry, I kind of like lost track of the chat. Yeah. I also have over 2.5k hours of gameplay. Oh, on Warframe? Wow. Damn, that's a lot of hours, even with like if you haven't played in 3 years though. But yeah. Well, if you like, I know people are basically like, if you like DNA, you will like Warframe more. It's just that like I'm into the aesthetics. So I like the anime style of gameplay pretty much. That's why I have a hard time getting into like newer, like more Western games, if ever. It's like the aesthetics, pretty much. I'm a shallow person when it comes to things like this. Or should I guess? I guess I would just say like preferences. Installed Steam to browse and DNA reviews are not kind. Yeah, it definitely isn't. I mean, it still does have like its own dedicated community, but the haters can be incredibly mean, which is kind of annoying because it's like if you don't like the game so much, you literally don't have to play it. Like you're not obligated to spend your time writing terrible reviews about a game that you're not even bothering with anymore. Like yeah, it's like why? You could literally do anything else with your time. You could spend it playing the games you actually like instead of like whining about a game that you don't like. I don't understand people like please just spend your time more wisely, I think. BG. Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 alone has about 700 hours on it and I don't have time to play. Yeah, I wanted to try that, but I never got around to it. Because I know that like I don't yeah, I really don't have the time for anything. I didn't even get to finish Expedition 33 because we kind of swamped with a lot of updates one after the other. You need to add time played on Genshin just for the lulz. I think, well, depends on some devices. I know before I was able to check it on my PC, but obviously it's not accurate data because it doesn't include mobile gameplay. Yeah, okay, this is Infinity Zero. Hello. Thank you so much for dropping by. Hope you enjoyed the story. We're just like doing Linnea's story quest and also just chatting about a lot of random stuff, honestly. It's just really chill today. I have 1,504 hours days active in Genshin. If I take 1 hour per day, which sure is more than that's what 1,500 hours played already. Yeah, that's yeah. That is wow. I mean, to be fair, I'm probably also in that territory, but I feel like I think I started earlier than you. Probably. So we're talking about like how old is Genshin right now? 5 or 6 years? Yeah, I feel like I probably played a little bit longer. I think I did start earlier than you. But man though, like our life. I mean, I guess that's how big of an impact games like this have made in my life. It's like it's been how many years and I still enjoy playing the game. So yeah, that's good. Oh, 6th year! Okay, so that makes it even longer actually. Wow. Milani, should you not know that? Started Raiden Shogun banner. Oh yeah, okay, so that means I definitely started, I think, probably half a year earlier or something. Actually, can't remember the time exactly, but probably like a year earlier, I guess.
ママら、火力の集いにプロポーズし。なんだ、お前ククリュウが好きになったの。
God damn it, Ito. What are the chances that we're seeing this guy? Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, literally the first time I mentioned Ito in like how many months, I guess, when you're talking about like Geo DPSs, and like this guy shows up. Wild. I know for a while he just kept showing up in like so many events that like people were getting pissed at seeing this dude. I know, like he was in more regions than Child, and like Child used to be Mr. International, and then it became Ito because he was literally everywhere. I think it's just a lot of people were kind of, yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get spoiled on this. Like even for me, it's like, yo, what the heck is here? Like, he's literally here. Still with his noodle arms. Like, he didn't actually fix anything about him, though. He still kind of looks the same as he did. But the sad thing was, I think, it's because when people saw his art, they thought he was gonna be, like, some super buff, like, delinquent type dude. And he ended up being, like, a freaking... what do you call it? Kind of like a... Not a twig, but kind of a dork, actually. Basically.
当たり前じゃねえか。俺様は苦労に苦労を重ねて、やっとこのナドイクラまで来たんだぜ。
ナドイクラ？ Huh?
こんにちは。私はムアラニ。君も旅人とパイモンの友達。
6.6 Inazuma banners kinda expected. Why did you spoil me? I don't know. Well, I didn't feel it, so it's that's probably... Oh my god. Wait, the angles of this look so strange. Like, he's standing on a platform, kind of, so he's already taller than he should be. And the distance, because he's near to the camera, so he looks drastically taller than all the rest of these guys. I sent you a post about how tall he is. I sent you this scene, exactly the same. Wait, really? Wait, like just recently or like before? Why do I not remember this? I check our Discord like religiously, actually. I probably spend way too much time in our Discord. In reality. Okay, it's fine. I actually don't... When did this happen, though? Because I'm like scrolling backwards and I can't remember where that is. Oh my god, you did! You did post about it! I reacted to that as well, I think. Yeah, I did notice that. Wait, I did not even connect the dots to that event, and now... Oh my god. I can't believe that was like 5 days ago, I think? Yeah. My memory is shot now. This is just straight up proof that like my memory is getting worse because I can't believe I saw that. Thought it was funny, reacted with a funny face, and I completely forgot about it.
でも、荒滝派ってどこかで聞いたこと。荒滝一斗って呼んでいいぞ。こいつはバカだからな。
バカだからな。Paimon is so real for that. She's like, バカだからな。
誰がバカだって？この白チビスミレウリが。
You would remember the month later. I know, randomly. Yeah, my brain works in like really weird ways. Like there's a lot of stuff that I need to remember and then I completely forgot. And like maybe like 2-3 weeks later it's like, oh shit, wasn't that what we talked about that time? That one time? It's like, oh my god. I feel like that's happened way too often, honestly. Linnea, he's not being literal. Please don't take him seriously. You're gonna give him an ego. Yeah, where's the rest of your gang? I feel like he's just gonna say we couldn't afford to bring everyone here. I know. God damn it, Ito. You really ditched the rest of your gang just to like play a one battle, like a solo battle. Like even Shinobu would have done better. I think she would have like managed your money way better. Yeah. they're all dumbasses, honestly.
少し前に火力の集いに飛行
I
テストを
don't
受けに来てたん
wait.
だけど
I don't remember this. Was this an actual scene that we saw that Cookie took like the flying exam at Chaska's place, or was this like just something they inserted just like as a tidbit of like a fun fact kind of thing?
でも待って、そんなにすごい人が君の部下なの？ってこと
Oh my god.
君の実力はもっとすごいってことじゃん。
Milani, I think you should like.
本気を出さない
Oh, it's Cookie lore? Really? Oh my god, I don't remember. I haven't read anything about Cookie in ages, actually. Like, and to be fair, I feel like we don't really see like a lot of Inazuma characters. We just see Yoimiya a lot, like everywhere. But in reality, I feel like there's so many other characters that could also be traveling around, but they don't. I can't even remember the last time I saw Ayaka. So I kind of feel bad because like Ayaka was like technically the icon of the iconic character of Genshin that time when she came out. Like she was supposedly like the #1 in beta testing, I think, and like a lot of people were like super hyped for her. So yeah, so I kind of like don't really know. And like obviously we have not seen anything about her brother. Because like definitely he kind of like he's definitely like second to his sister, but like there's so many even Raiden Shogun has been a while since we saw her. So yeah, if it is true that they're just gonna have like Inazuma events, it's gonna be nice.
上がってこい
For Ayaya though. Ayaya, Ayaya.
相手になるのか楽しみだ
Yeah, it's always taking work. Yeah, Cookie's like one of those like really cool people. She just kind of like collects degrees and certifications, and like I still kind of forgot how she's able to get the funds for them in the first place. I guess scholarships and probably part-time jobs, I guess.
失礼するぜ
あ、そうなの？ママら急ごう。そんなことはありませんよ。
That's complete nonsense.
私たちも行きましょう。
Yeah, good luck on your C1 Ayaya.
旅人、気づいたか？オイラたちの友達もいっぱい来てるぞ。エントリーする前にみんな
Oh, Yahoda! Right, and we last saw in that event in Inazuma. Which event? My memories again. My memory is terrible. Oh, is that Nilo? No joke. That's not Nilo. That looks like an NPC. So it's just Yahoda and like who else? Mizuki. Was this like the hot pot? No, like the onsen one? Like the one with like the nightmares? I don't. It doesn't kind of feel like the same though. Ayaya, ayaya. I think it came from like this one scene in some like really old anime. Okay, it's not that old. The anime's not that old, but it kind of feels old because of like the generation it was in. Her basically is like her name is Ayaka, and then like I think no Aya. Her name is Aya, and then like the other characters I think are having a hard time saying it like Aya, like Aya, something like that. Kind of, it's funny I think if I like probably post it in the Discord if I find it. Yeah, Aya. Yeah, oh my god, it's like that sound when you make when you get hurt. It's just like really funny. I think in like Tagalog they would say aray. Aray is basically like it hurts or itai. I guess is how you would say it in Japanese. Basically like that.
先につ
私のザブザブサメ君の方が早かったよ。
You have two dumbasses.
ともかく
聞いた？ママら
Genshin be more and more pleasing to eyes nowadays. Even New Monde. Yeah, I haven't been to the New Mondstadt area actually. Just crazy. I'm starting to wonder when I'm gonna go there. I'm guessing it's like when we do like the Temple of Space thing. Yeah. Oh, it's like, well, Llama. The fact that I actually had to like scroll through just to find her name.
今回は今までよりも
Yeah, the new area. Although I think people did say it was kind of annoying that there wasn't enough like exploration. Like there's no chests that you can find in a lot of those places.
すで に手配しました。少し緊張しますね。
大丈夫、すぐに慣れるから。
みんな頼んだ。もし予期
Come to think of it, it's like the audio for the game better now than before. I did make it a little bit louder because I was like watching some of my older VODs and I felt like the audio was a little bit too soft even during like story quests. Especially when I talk. Like when I talk it's supposed to go lower so that it wouldn't really like conflict too much. But like in case the like let's say the battle noises are too loud or anything, just like feel free to let me know. I won't like I won't be offended or anything. Yeah, because like especially in DNA, like the audio was like super soft. I kind of like didn't realize it was that soft until I finished the entire update. So that was on me though. Reed Miller the 8th. Wait, what? No, not 8. 13? That's 13, right?
Yeah.
Which 5-star con will you select this week? I'm actually having a hard time deciding. Like, I was thinking maybe like Shunhe. Yeah, it's 13. I kind of like misread that first. Because it's not a V, it was an X. Debating between someone like Ganyu, I guess. Yeah, the V is the 5. Oh my god. C1 Shunhe? Really? It's like the tapping thing though. Because like I don't know. I don't know how useful like the tapping thing is. Lower your whole team ER requirement. Actually, even until now, I still don't really know how to use Shunhe in like a good rotation. I kind of mess up like how many buttons to press or like which one should go first and things like that. Unlike Child gives a lot of ER. Oh.
あんたらは知らないだろうけど、あたいは前の見つかいの陥落祭にも参加してたんだ。
EQ and switch, but switch to like your DPS. I feel like because my rotations are usually wrong, I have a specific way I tend to order the characters, and like I realize it's usually not the most optimal way to do it, I guess. I only went and won the entire competition. It's very heroic.
前回の大会は参加者が少なかったのに。
I do Shunhe buff last, then DPS. Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, isn't there also a difference between like tapping and holding her skill? I think tap. Which one does tap do? Like increased ultimate and skill damage, and the other one's like normal attack damage. I think.
すごいじゃないか。
Tap buff NA. Okay, okay.
学ばないとな。
Okay. We talked to those two. I talked to those two idiots, and then who else is left to talk to? I think this is everyone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went through this area already.
Mitsukaiの陥落祭へのご参加、誠にありがとうございます。今回は参加人数が多いので、まず予選を行い、本戦に進む16名を選出いたします。なお、会場は2つ用意されており、抽選で決まった対戦相手とともに抽
選は
ここです。明日のエントリー締め切り後、こちらで予選の抽選に参加できます。
Tomorrow? Why can't you just do it today, though? Yahoo! Hold do AoE cryo damage.
その勢いだよ。
And it buffs ultimate, I'm guessing? Oh, tap provide buff based on Shunhe attack. Oh. But yeah. Look, this is what I'm at right now. Still debating which one to get. Because I only have Ganyu at C0 after all, so I don't know. Because I'm still wondering if like she would be a good teammate for Lohan, but I'm realizing that this is like a DPS constellation, so it's kind of worthless to get this if I was going to pair her up with like an actual like on-field DPS character. Yeah, this is actually not too bad because it's cryo resistant, so I guess it kind of has a little bit of supportive capabilities, but not that much in reality because it is only 6 seconds. So it's kind of like difficult to trigger it at exactly the moment where you need it. But yeah, back then I was like, I really liked using Ganyu a lot, so I did have quite a lot. Obviously I'm not getting any standard character. I don't see the point because I feel like I would lose to them eventually. Xiao is definitely a no. Ito is also a no. Any standard characters, no. So Dehya, Tinari, actually definitely even Kamisato. What's his name again? The brother. Ayato. Yeah, I definitely would not get Ayato either. Kokomi's also not. I think her constellation is not really good. Because it feels like it's a damage thing. But like she's not meant for damage. So there's not really much point either. Like if you look at this, the final normal attack is final. Like final damage is 30% of her max HP. Like this is kind of worthless, honestly. Yeah, I'm still thinking. I will think about whether to get Shinher because I'm not very good at using this. Because like, if you use it one more time, like does it stack? That's one of the things I want to know. Like you do this, right? You press it and then trigger quota. Yeah. Tap twice quickly and then you just switch. So it's going to add like 10, I guess. I think it's also because there's no such thing as like a sacrificial lance. No stacks, huh? Wait, so what is this one? The trigger quota? Yeah, wait. This one, the Icy Quill. I know there's like a limit to how many of these attacks you can do. Like this is this one, right? The quota? Trigger quota? Yeah, triggered a certain number of times. So basically for me it was kind of difficult to like if you press it twice, like does that mean you can do like 10 hits? Or like cuz like in this case, like let's say the press, like you press it twice, does that mean you can do like 10 hits or no? Because if it's no, then that means like it's not, it's like why would that make sense though? If it's really just for like ER, I mean there's a lot of characters that can generate quite a lot of ER, especially if you have like a full hydro cryo team anyways. I don't know, I'm kind of like terrible at figuring things out. I feel like I should probably just like watch some kind of guide just to see like which constellation to get. But yeah, because I also realized that like Ganyu's is like a DPS kind of constellation. Because like Baiju also has the same concept. He also has like an additional use of his skill. This is literally his C1 also. So it's like the same concept as Shunha's, I guess. And I feel like between the two, like honestly Baiju needs it more because he's like, his elemental skill is so damn slow, honestly. Even though it's only 10 seconds, but it feels like it's so difficult to like trigger it for some reason. We have 5 cons to select, yeah, so not much error. First character should be the one we use, because I don't use anyone. Like ironically, I don't use a single one of the characters on this list, like at all. Not even like Wander or Sino or whoever. Yeah. Oh, Skirt team. Okay. Yeah, but I really don't though. Because like honestly, even Ganyu for like the longest time, I mostly just used her as a burst support for characters like Child. Or like in freeze teams basically. But other than that, it's like, eh. Is your friend your endgame asking what he needs? I think like because he did suggest I get C2 Hu Tao, but in reality, even he admitted like he would not actually use Hu Tao even if she was on C2. Because like I have Arlecchino, so he would like straight up just pick Arlecchino. Because he also has C2 Hu Tao, and he doesn't actually use her anymore either. So yeah, it's one of those tricky situations. This is third selector, so there's 2 more after this. Ugh. Then by then, I'm guessing that they're going to do a different batch of characters, probably. Yeah, I still kind of feel bad for Wonder, because honestly, this guy should have been like really, really strong, but he kind of felt weak when he came out. No adding more in this slot though. I did get these. Ironically, I got Albedo because he was gonna get buffed with like the Hexerai, and he had changes to his cons and all that stuff. I never used him anymore, actually. I keep forgetting that this guy exists half the time, even though he's so relevant to like the lore and all that. Yeah, we still have a lot of time, so it's okay. This is gonna be next time. It's kind of cute though. Still so weird though that they give you like their literal heads for this. Yeah, honestly, you just get characters you want. It's kind of difficult to force yourself to pick like for utility reasons all the time. So it might not even be as good as you'd expect. Because theoretical calculations are always, I feel like, a lot more forgiving compared to like actual combat situations.
あんまり強い相手じゃないとい
Is this actually random? Isn't it like a fixed story? Yeah, Crimson Staff.
抽選結
Yeah, I mentioned her already.
新たき天下第一一等は別れたばか
Paimon!
り会場で再
Paimon is so mean. He's like, oh, we literally just managed to get rid of him, and now you have to face him in the arena. You're so mean.
油断は禁物だぞ
Like, you're so mean.
勢いを見せないとな君たちは第一会場なんですね私は第二会場だったので試合後また会いましょうまだ序盤ですから負けないように頑張ってくださいリンネアとルミも
I guess depending on how long this first battle is, he might end up like ending stream a little bit. Actually, it's not technically not early, honestly, because I did start like later than usual. But I realized I need sleep because I feel like I've been wanting to pass out since like an hour ago. It's just that my mom kind of came in and like tried to ask me to like buy stuff for her, so I got like distracted and like a little bit more awake. But yeah. Oh, what is this? Participate in the qualifiers. Ah, there it is. You know, just want to have fun and be champion. Bully Traveler, snipe all his tournament and beat his ass, basically.
今回の大会でしか
Yeah, like Ito is so damn unlucky that he ended up being paired with us first, because it's like just guaranteed like his loss, honestly.
今回試合を見せてくれるのは旅人と相棒のアグワラそして
こんなに早く会うことになるとはな。お前とは行け赤べに一緒
It's kind of weird, no matter what field you choose in Teyvat. Okay. Can you just stomp on him?
やる気満々ですね
This feels like such a scam. Some alien gonna beat you. Learned about that topic just recently. Is this like rock, paper, scissors? God damn it. Are you kidding me? This is basically rock, paper, scissors. Direct combat does not rely on feints. Use what you observe to determine your next move and win the match. Charge strike is purple, so you want this one. Later we don't see what opponent is doing. Okay, okay. Yeah, that does make sense. Surprise attack. What's a surprise attack? Oh, I kind of just guessed randomly, but I guess that's good. I don't even know the difference. Or is it like the color? Oh, it's the color, I think. Don't bring small Beetle to big Pokemon leagues. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of crazy if Idos would be bringing along such like a small thing. Like, you don't even know how big the enemies are gonna be. Yeah, actually, if you do lose though, like, can you just like try again? Or like, do you end up ending the whole thing? Can you do that? You're sending two? This feels like a scam.
俺様はかつてお前に牛尾俺様たちは一緒に数々の強敵を倒してきた今俺様たちが一つになるいけ
Oh my god.
そこまで。
なんだ？
その牛は牛尾というのです。
おう、文学か？
荒滝一斗選手は他の動物を出場させたため、ルール違反により失格となりました。
Yeah.
旅人とアグアラ。
Poor Ether though. I mean, did he not know the rules at all?
動物の仲間を一体のみ出場させられるルールです。
俺様と赤べに一緒と牛を
God damn it, his math skills.
同体だ。一人として数えるべきだろ。
The judge didn't even care about him, he literally just walked away. Yeah, he should have brought Cookie along with him. The rules are meant to be broken. This guy is like the absolute like proof of that concept. He's just like no thoughts, head empty so much. Ooh.
ヒヤヒヤしたけど、とにかく無事に予選を通過できたな。あ、リンネアの方はどうなってるだろうな。行ってみようぜ。
Oh my god.
それと、ついでに一頭慰めてやろうぜ。あいつもついてなかったな。
Okay, after this convo, I guess we could probably end for the day after this though, because I'm realizing it's like if I do it any longer, we're gonna end up with like ads, and that's gonna be like so annoying. So I'll probably just like end before the ads show up at least, so it's not like an awkward timing. Yeah, today was fun. I'm at least a little bit less stressed than when I started at least, so that's good. Yeah, you know the crazy thing is that he spent so much money to get here and lost like immediately upon joining. Like wild.
ドラク内までやってきたんだ。いろいろと見て回ろうぜ。この土地の景色と人情をたっぷり味わおうじゃねえか。
だからなどくらいだって言ってんだろ。
Yeah, do you actually have any moral left? それは
ちびすけ、俺様からちょっとお願いがあるんだが。
貸さないぞ。モラが欲しいならちゃんと自分の力。
Yeah, good luck, dude. Good luck, dude. That's pretty much it. Look at his face. He's so offended. Not Inazuma should be closer. Man. Like Japan to USA, Alaska? I don't know about that. Well, maybe, I guess. Oh my god, though, Inazuma's just like so far from like everything. Whoa, okay. we're gonna watch Linnea's match during the next stream, I guess. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone who dropped by today's stream. I hope you had a great time. Today was fun chat for sure. Should we try reading someone? Actually, I will see if I can find anyone interesting. But in the meantime, yeah. I hope you could drop by the next stream again and can continue the story. I think there should be like a decent amount of like content left for that specific stage anyways. Oh, this is... Oh, it's a joke. It's Portuguese. Again, it's not English. Why is there always so many streams that are like suggested to me, like that are not in English? Like, why? It's always like such a confusing thing. Oh wait, is Zoda still streaming? Oh, okay, wait, let me see. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, Zoda is still streaming. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, let's go for it. I actually haven't watched Hades' streams in a while though. I think because it's always during my working hours, so it's kind of like more difficult these days. Joke, wait, I think he's ending also. Yeah, I think he's ending. Yeah, he literally just ended. Oh my god, the timing was so uncanny. Okay, I guess that means that means we're raiding Kinjo, I guess. At least like because Kinjo is also playing Genshin, so wait, are you? No, I would though if you were still streaming. Like man, I miss your streams though. It was like so comfy watching you before. That was really fun. Oh wait, Infinity Zero is also streaming. Yeah, actually, because they did drop by earlier, so I think it would be nice if we raided them as well. So yeah, let's just go for it. See you guys next time though. I hope you enjoyed and feel free to join the Discord also if you would like to get announcements and like just in general to hang out with the community and all that. I probably post too much in the Discord, but it's fun. I like the Discord a lot. I think it's because I also arranged it like very neatly, so it's fun. So yeah, see you guys next time. Have a great rest of the day, everyone. And goodbye for now. Like, feel free to stick around for the raid, if ever.